Hi guys, and welcome back to another Battlespot Double Series episode. So, we finished off last week's episode series with that Mega Gengar, the Perish Trap team, which was so much fun to use, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and tried it out if you wanted to. I think overall, I got a lot of ideas for what I want to maybe try in future teams when I start building them, but that's another time. Anyway, on to today's episode. So, we had a request amongst all the other requests a few weeks ago to play a Mega bulky Mega Venusaur team. So I found this, it's been put up onto the Global Link website by a very kind Japanese player, consisting of Venusaur, which has the Mega Stone, Blaziken with the Life Orb, Araquanid with an Assault Vest, you've got Zapdos there with the Citrus Berry, it's got Tailwind support, you've got a weakness policy, Tyranitar, which is going to be a lot of fun to play, especially if that weakness policy gets activated. It's going to be very threatening. And the Dragon Dance there as well. And we've got Aegislash to round things off. So, let's jump straight into it, guys. Let's not beat around the bush. I've got the team on screen right now. And we'll just jump straight into it. See if we can find some opponents and give this team a whirl. So as always guys, I will put the link for this team down in the description below if you guys want to go on after the episode and test it out yourself, and hopefully we start climbing up the ladder a bit now, because it's I think about time that we start really making a push up the ladder, finding some more standard teams, some more harder opponents as well. So hopefully we can kind of make a push today and then Thursday and then see what happens next week. But on to our first opponent of the day, and they are running a team of Alolan Persian, Magnezone, Golduck, Pelipper, Tapu Bulu, and Pheromosa. So, we've got a Rain Core there. There doesn't seem to be any sort of speed control outside of the Tailwind, so we don't need to worry about Trick Room too much. Let's think. Tyranitar is obviously very good here. We do need to be very careful for the Pheromosa. Threaten us with those fighting type attacks and the Tapu Bulu with those grass, but it does give us that answer to the rain mode if we do decide to bring it. So my opponent does have Fake Out as well with that Persian, so that's something that we also need to keep in mind. Mega Venusaur is going to be really good here, to be honest, especially if the grassy terrain gets activated. So what we're going to do, I'm very tempted to leave Blaziken, to be honest, and Tyranitar. I think I'm going to bring Araquanid and Venusaur, and we'll lock them with them. It makes a lot of sense to bring the Aegislash here, especially on my side, because it hits the Tapu Bulu for very good damage, the Pheromosa for very good damage. It is threatened by that Persian now, and the thing is my opponent going to bring the Pheromosa to this matchup? Even though I have got that Tyranitar, they do have other ways to kind of combat it with the Rain mode and the Tapu Bulu. So we see my opponent here lead off with the Persian and the Magnezone, keeping that Rain in the back, I imagine, for later on if they have brought it. So we will activate our Sandstorm. Here what I'm going to do is just go for a Protect with Blaziken, so we can get a speed boost, and I don't even really need to switch out Tyranitar. I know we're threatened by the Flash Cannon, but then actually I'm just going to double protect here, because next turn I could potentially go for a Dragon Dance with T-Tar. This turn I could get faked out and Flash Cannoned by that Magnezone, so it seems a bit safer just to go for this play this turn. So we're just going to do a standard boring double protect turn here. There's the Fake Out from the Persian, and as we expected, a Flash Cannon from that Magnezone. So everything takes a bit of chip, well everything, I see the Blaziken and the Persian, but we do get that speed boost with the Blaziken, so now we're going to be faster than everything else on the field. So we can go for a low kick into the Persian. I don't know if that's going to pick up the KO. I think I'm going to overheat the Magnezone and take this opportunity to go for a Dragon Dance. We should be able to survive the Flash Cannon. And if we can get Dragon Dance off, and then our weakness policy activates, then we're sitting in a pretty nice position. So we'll probably see this Magnezone with the sturdy ability, I'd imagine. Yeah. So we just take it down to that 1 HP that it leaves it with. And proc a berry. We see a taunt come out from the Persian onto the Blaziken. We get the Dragon Dance off, which is very nice. Very nice. And we see that flash cannon, so this should activate our weakness policy. And we have a super powered Tyranitar now. So this turn, let's think. I think a low kick will probably be enough to take down that Magnezone. But it's whether or not, what have we got on Tito? I'm just going to lock into this for a minute. So we've got Rock Slide. I don't know if Rock Slide will be enough to take down the Persian. So I think what I'm going to do is go for the low kick onto the Persian and crunch into the Magnezone slot. Which should be, I don't know if the low kick will be enough. No. But we do see a parting shot from this Persian into the Tyranitar. But the crunch should still pick up the KO, I'd imagine. Because we'll be at +1 still after the weakness policy boost. So we see that parting shot go out from the Persian. Pelipper come in, get the rain up on the field. We do get the crunch and pick up the KO as well onto the Magnezone. So that's putting us in a pretty nice position. Get another speed boost with Blaziken, just stacking those there. So even if something like the Golduck, like it is coming in now, we are going to be faster than it, but it's a case of that we're not going to be able to outspeed it. And I might be better off just protecting I can't protect Blaziken here. So I want to preserve the sand, that's one thing. Like, I don't think Tyranitar is going to outspeed this Golduck at all. So I might just bring... I'll go for a Hidden Power Ice onto Pelipper, potentially just get some chip onto it, and I'm going to switch into Araquanid in that T-Tar slot, just to preserve the sand for later in the game. We know we don't need to worry about the Pheromosa anymore, so... The Golduck just protects here, so let's see what this Pelipper goes for. Tailwind, maybe? Do go for a Hidden Power. I'm assuming Ice. Yeah. And we see a Scald into the Blaziken. So this will take us down, but this gives us that opportunity bringing the Tyranitar again, just to get the sand up. I'm going to switch out Tyranitar straight away to Venusaur, and what do I want to go for? Because we have to be wary about the Hurricane from the Pelipper. That's the other thing. We could go Miracord. That's quite a nice tech, actually. I do like that. Let's go Miracord. Let's see. Because it's obvious that they would hit into us with a Hurricane. Makes a lot of sense. So let's see if we can catch the Pelipper with a Hurricane. It's just got to hit though, that's the only problem. So we see Scald come off from the Golduck, but we're able to take that. Oh, okay. So the plan nearly pulled off, nearly. So a bit unfortunate, obviously. Hurricane's accuracy not the best when the rain isn't up. I think here I'll just Mega Evolve, Protect, and I'm going to start just attacking into... I don't think... is my opponent going to go for the Hurricane again? It's not massively likely. I'm just going to go for a liquidation into the Pelipper. And we see it withdraw here. It makes a lot of sense. But we may be able to take down the Persian this turn with the liquidation, which would be good and put us in a really good position going into the rest of the match. Yeah, so we see the Golduck just protect here. I'm assuming fearing any grass type attack out from the Venusaur. But I was a bit threatened there from the Hurricane into that Venusaur slot, and that's the reason I protected there. We do get the liquidation into the Persian, pick up the KO. And we'll see the Pelipper come back on the field. But what I'm going to do is just switch the T-Toss straight back in, get the sand back up. Yeah, because we've just protected the Venusaur, so it is in threat of taking a Hurricane at this point in time. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the liquidation into the Pelipper. Probably will be doing more damage than the Poison Jab, I'd imagine, just with the stab and the water bubble ability, even though it is resisted. So we get T-Tar in, get the sand back up in our favour. I'm going to say a Hydro Vortex. What is this going to be firing into? Is it going to be that Araquanid slot? Make more sense to go into the Venusaur, but okay. We are Assault Vest, so we should be able to take this pretty comfortably. Yeah. And there's the Hurricane as well into the T-Tar, but unfortunately for my opponent again, because the accuracy's cut because the rain's not up, it does miss. So this turn, I think I'm just going to go for a Rock Slide, to be honest, and I'm just going to go for another liquidation into that Pelipper. So as soon as the Pelipper goes down, Venusaur comes in, and it's going to be easy for it to kind of finish off the job, really. So we see the Golduck just go for a Scald into the T-Tar, make sure that I'm not getting a Rock Slide off this turn. See the Hurricane does finally hit. Because of that Assault Vest, we do manage just to hang on, so we need to hope that we can take down this Pelipper this turn. And yeah, we do, just enough. So, all things going to plan. And we've got the Mega Venusaur to bring in now, and there's like very little chance we lose. I think a freeze is pretty much the only thing my opponent can hope for with an Ice Beam. So we will just go for a Giga Drain, which should be enough to pick up the KO onto the Golduck, and let's just go for a liquidation as well. And that should be game one. The Golduck just protecting here, I imagine, just so the Araquanid goes down to the sand damage. But like I say, we're in a pretty nice position here. I imagine the Golduck probably has Ice Beam. But Mega Venusaur's ability, when it Mega Evolves, it does get Thick Fat, so it means it's going to be taking less damage from those super effective Ice and Fire moves. So in this situation, we're sitting not too bad. And there's the Ice Beam. So as long as it doesn't freeze, we should be alright. No freeze, that's good. And get a Giga Drain and pick up the KO. So very good game to my opponent. And we take game one. So, that was good. I do like Mega Venusaur. It's solid. It is a really good Pokemon. I remember in 2014, especially, there was a very, well, it wasn't common, but it was a very good call that a good friend of mine, DeFlaw, a German player, was using. And it consisted of Mega Venusaur, Aegislash, Rotom W and Scrafty, and the those guys all coined it the German shield, because it's synergy between those four when just switching around and cycling the Intimidate. It's made it such a good core. And in this team you can see similarities. So you have the Mega Venusaur and the Aegislash there. We don't have Intimidate with the Scrafty, but you've got a Dog type there with Tyranitar. And the Water type, I guess, would kind of constitute as the Araquanid in this team. I'm not sure if this is as good as that, but if you guys are interested, I'm sure you'll be able to Google it, check it out, look for Deflaw. He's a German player. He won Italian Nationals in 2014 with the team. It's super strong, really, really good. But yeah, it's just another example of how good Mega Venusaur can be when you kind of incorporate it in a really solid core. But enough of that, because we have our next opponent of the day, and they are running a team of Drifblim, Smeagol, Tapu Koko, Raichu, Volcarona and Tyranitar. So, very interesting team here. We've got that double electric core with the Tapu Koko and Alolan Raichu. Super fast, super threatening core there. Especially the Alolan Raichu that does carry those Psychic type moves which will threaten our Mega Venusaur Blaziken. But Aegislash is pretty nice here. We do need to be careful of that Smeagol though. It's going to throw out potential spores and just be a bit of a pain. So what are we going to do? Right, let's think. I would like to lead Tyranitar and Aegislash here. But what do I want in the back? I think I'll go Mega Venusaur and Araquanid. And we'll wrap things up with those four. Let's see how we get on. I think that the Smeagol in this matchup worries me more than anything else. I think the Drifblim's a bit of an unknown because it's normally known to carry either a Psychic or a Misty Seed to boost that special defense. It could be carrying an Electric Seed here to boost that defensive stat. But like I said, the Smeagol here is the big threat because of the Spore more than anything. So my opponent does lead with it, with that Alolan Raichu. So what can we do? Could Dragon Dance, see if we could get a Dragon Dance off. The thing is, I've got a feeling we're probably just going to eat a Fake Out. But on the basis that my opponent doesn't Fake Out the T-Tar and we get a Dragon Dance off, that's going to put us in a really nice position. So I will go for that. And oh, Aegislash has a Z move. What Z move is it? It's a Never-Ending Nightmare. It's pretty nice. But I don't think we need to go for it just yet, because we can just fire that into... I'm going to fire it into a Flash Cannon into that Smeagol slot. I'm not too worried about the Raichu at this point in time. But we do see my opponent launch a Z move. Is this like a repeat of last week with that Thundurus? So we are going to see an all-out pummeling from this Raichu. What the heck? Does it get Focus Blast? I'm not too sure. Probably does, doesn't it? I know it gets Brick Break. So we're going to say ta-ta to Tyranitar. Okay. I salute you, sir, because that is a very, you don't expect that. So we do outspeed the Smeagol, which is interesting. We get the Flash Cannon off. But we aren't going to be doing enough. And we see a Spore. Okay, so we lose the Tyranitar pretty early to that big Z move. Aegislash is asleep now. It's a bit difficult now because, yeah, I'm going to bring in Oh no, I shouldn't have brought in Araquanid. No, this is a good player because what I can do now is switch out the Araquanid into my Venusaur for threat of the electric type attack onto it. And if the Smeagol goes for Spore into that slot, then it won't be affected because the Venusaur's a grass type. And it kind of buys us a turn to wake up with that Aegislash, which is nice. So get the Venusaur in. Oh, we can't turn into shield mode. Didn't realise that. That is a new mechanic. So that's a good thing to know. So with Aegislash previously, even if you were asleep and you use King's Shield, you would still lock into the defensive mode. Okay. So we've got to kind of hope we wake up this turn. So I'm going to Mega Evolve. And I'm just going to Protect. Oh, if I Protect though, I think I need to get rid of this Raichu more than anything. Yeah, so if I Mega Evolve, Sludge Bomb into the Raichu, and just King's Shield with Aegislash, hopefully we wake up. So we will activate that Keystone, Mega Evolve into Mega Venusaur. And we do wake up, so that's really lucky, fortunate for us, and we will get that King's Shield off. So hopefully my opponent has targeted into the Aegislash with a T-Bolt just to get rid of it this turn, rather than the Psychic. We see Follow Me from this Smeagol come out. Such a pain. See Thunderbolt, which is into the Aegislash, which is better and allows Venusaur to get this move off, but we do remove the Smeagol from the field, which is nice. But we do have to worry about this Raichu still. I wonder what my opponent's going to bring in now. It's going to be the Tapu Koko. It's Tyranitar. Okay. I think we might just have to let Aegislash go down here. But what have we seen on the Raichu? We know it's got Fake Out. Well, we don't know it's got Fake Out because it didn't use it, so it's got some sort of fighting move. Thunderbolt. It's probably got Psychic. And Fake Out, I would imagine. I just don't know if a Sludge Bomb is going to be enough to take it down. But we'll go for it, and we'll go for a Flash Cannon, just in case we get it off into the Tyranitar. We see the Tyranitar Mega Evolve, so we're going to see Mega Tyranitar. See T-Bolt. It is into the Aegislash. It will pick up the KO there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We see the Tyranitar go for a Dragon Dance. Not ideal. So Sludge Bomb, unfortunately, is not enough to take down the Raichu. So we've got our Araquanid left. This is where Blaziken would have been really good. So you've got to expect if my opponent has Psychic, he's going to fire it off into the Venusaur now. So I'm going to Protect, and Leech Life might not be a bad shout against this Tyranitar. And if we get through the turn, it means at least we'll be able to get some health back. Decisions. Like the liquidation's not going to kill, but it's going to do a heck of a lot more damage. I'm just going to go for the liquidation into the T-Tar. You see the rock slide. This is going to do an absolute chunk to Araquanid. Yeah, +1 stab. Louis, not off a Mega T-Tar. Okay, you forget how strong it actually is. Doesn't look like that Raichu's got Psychic. Well, it might do. It might have just been doubling into that Araquanid slot. So I'm just going to go for it. A Giga Drain into the T-Tar. It's going to be really difficult though, I think. Because we've got flinches to contend with. It's going to be huge damage from the Rock Slide as well. It's single target now. So we've got a big job on. The Sandstorm has finished though, so T-Tar hasn't got that big special defense boost that it had the previous turn. So it means Giga Drain's going to be doing a bit more damage, but it's not looking too likely. And I think the big thing in this game was that all-out pummeling turn 1 from that Raichu. Like just to wipe out the Tyranitar. So there goes the Raichu in my opponent's end. Tapu Koko coming in. We see a crunch, so my opponent not even risking the Rock Slide. But we take it a lot better than what I thought. We do some big damage with that Giga Drain. So we will be able to take it down this next turn. I wonder if my opponent would just chip. Oh, it's probably just going to chip me with Koko and then just double attack me, really. Yeah. I was thinking maybe we could try and spread some Leech Seeds, but I don't think it's going to really help. Leaves us. Oh, so we see a light screen. Okay, so we could have went for the Leech Seed, but then again we'll be in a similar position next turn. So Tyranitar with the light screen. Oh, able just to hold on. Yeah, now we're in definite crunch KO range, which is a bit unfortunate. I will protect though, in case my opponent goes for something crazy like a discharge and KOs their own T-Tar. I doubt that's going to happen though. But it doesn't look like we're going to win this one, which is a bit unfortunate. Because I like this team, but then, like I keep saying, in best of 1 situations, when there's stuff like that, like I wouldn't like Thundurus, when I said, yeah, it's not obvious that it would use a fighting type or the all-out pummeling. It's a lot more obvious than the Raichu using it, I think, in my opinion. It's a bit crazy, but it's just shown how well you can tech against stuff now with the Z moves. The Z moves have kind of opened everything up, so you can really utilize anything on your team to get rid of whatever big threat that your teams really need on removing. If you've got an option to do it, and in an open format like this, it makes it so open, for you to be able to do that. So it's like, in that respect it's really cool, but in another respect it's really hard in a best of 1 situation to read the game and get any sort of real consistency going when you're first starting out. But we are learning, aren't we? We're learning, and had a lot of fun with this team today. So we're going to wrap things up there, guys. I will touch on it quickly before we head off, but I did mention in yesterday's School of Hard Knocks episode about increasing the videos, the School of Hard Knocks, because we kind of dropped those off when we've replaced it with this series and our QR code series and stuff like that. So my plan is this week we'll do School of Hard Knocks every day this week, which would be cool, but next week, going into next week, we'll fall back into our usual timetable, whatever we're calling it. So we'll have School of Hard Knocks on a Monday, Battle Spot Doubles Tuesday, Thursday, QR Code Wednesday, with School of Hard Knocks on a Wednesday and a Friday, and then Saturdays and Sundays we'll add the 2 that were missing from the week onto Saturday and Sunday, and I think that'll make up for it. And then it gives content over the weekend if you guys want to see that, and it makes it a bit easier so we're not flooding every day with like 2 videos. But we will try it this week and we'll see how it goes. But do let me know what you think. It is massively important to me to know what you guys think about it. Thank you so much as well, guys, for getting back to me already yesterday, super quick about it all. So and most of the comments were like really positive about wanting to see more content and stuff. I'm just a little bit worried about flooding things too much, but at the same time, School of Hard Knocks is like the main series on the channel, so I don't really want to have to cut that back too much. So we'll try it this week, and then next week we'll trial the weekend, and we'll see how it goes, and I think that would be really good. But do let me know what you think, and let me know what you think of today's episode. If you've enjoyed it, guys, please leave a like on the video. It's massively appreciated. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any daily updates for when videos are coming out. So we have School of Hard Knocks, QR Code series, Battlestop Double series, and we have at the minute going on the NBL, where I'm part of Team Leaky with my team Hibiki, and you can find all his information about the NBL and his channel and all sorts of stuff like that in the description below. So guys, we'll wrap things up there. Thank you so much as always. Keep the suggestions coming in. We've got a very special Pokemon, Pokemon very close to my heart that we're going to play on Thursday, and I do have a list that we're going through, but the list is getting ticked off, so do keep those suggestions coming for this series and the QR Code series, and we will we'll put them down and we'll get them on the channel, because I am all about playing stuff that you want to play. And we're getting closer and closer now to going to be building a team, so I've got a few ideas for what we're going to do with that together in the run-up to future episodes. So do stay tuned for that, guys, and I will give you more information nearer the time. But whatever you're doing, take care of yourselves. There will be an episode of the School of Hard Knocks up after this, so do stay tuned for that. Playing that really cool Salazzle team, so I hope you enjoy it. And until Thursday, we'll be back with this series, and I'll see you later on tonight, tomorrow, whenever, for the School of Hard Knocks. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.